Okay, case 13A, your final case. It's a very simple one and it's based on case 12A. The problem is you need to have a spreadsheet from case 12A perfectly linked, because what you're going to do is go in and change various variables in the spreadsheet and see how that affects your NPV values. So this is the risk analysis part, where case 12A kind of got into that, where it had you change the inflation assumptions a little bit and then find some break-even points just to see, how far off their estimates could be before the project became a negative NPV project. So what case 13A does is it just takes it a lot further and has you change more variables and change them to a lot of different values to see what would happen. So make sure you read all of this information. Most of this is from case 12A. You can see it has some of the similar data from 12A, and I'll show some other videos where I'll have tables that kind of lay all this out. As far as the questions go, do question 2, A, B, C, and D, all 4 parts, and just do these. It's a real basic way to do it. Just what is sensitivity analysis? Just give me a good definition of what sensitivity analysis is and how to perform one. Where it says complete the tables in table 2, I'll have those posted and have a video on those and explain those to you. Actually, don't worry about C. Don't worry about doing a sensitivity diagram. We'll maybe discuss that a little bit, but don't worry about doing question 2C. And then 2D, just a concept question about what are the primary weaknesses of sensitivity analysis and what are its advantages. So just concept question there. So a couple concept parts, A and D, and then B is completing the table. Question 3, same type thing, another table I'll post where you're doing a scenario analysis. And in doing the table, you'll answer these questions here, and then kind of explain too, if you would, what a scenario analysis is. And then a separate question 4 asks for the advantages and disadvantages of scenario analysis. Question 5, that's just simply a concept question. You're not going to actually perform any calculations on that. Just define what Monte Carlo simulation is and its pros and cons also. And then from all these tables you'll have a few different tables actually. Table 2 is in 2 parts. You'll have actually 3 tables you'll look at. And then from that, from your sensitivity analysis and some scenario analysis, then question 9 is, now what would you recommend? In case 12A, you made a certain recommendation, but now that you've looked at it further and done some what-if analysis, does your recommendation change? Would you still do the project, or would you not do the project, or whatever? When I explain the tables, which are not in this case, it'll explain these questions a lot more.